So I want to get straight into this. DeAndre Baker and Quinton Dunbar, defensive backs. Baker for the Giants, Dunbar for the Redskins, were arrested Wednesday night on robbery charges. Quinton Dunbar, a corner for a few years for the Redskins, came into the league in 2015, played at the University of Florida, was a very solid player. Don't remember where he was drafted in. I think it was second, third round. But Baker, a corner for the Giants who was a first-round pick in the 2019 draft, who struggled a lot in coverage and had some character issues as well. There was even a report that one team took him off their board because of hearing of the character issues. But DeAndre Baker was a guy that played for the Giants this year as a rookie, started most games, and he dramatically improved. But there was reports that he was called out pretty harshly by his teammates in film study because he was didn't know the plays and was considered, quote, lazy by a lot of opponents. So supposedly they were gambling earlier in the night and they lost reported $70,000. And so Baker and Dunbar decided to get some of that money back by robbing a local house party. And, of course, they went in without masks, and they held people at gunpoint. Baker reportedly threatened one of the people threatened another member that was with them to shoot the guy if they did not give him the money. And so they reportedly took off with the money in a Lamborghini, and someone must have recognized that it was Baker and Dunbar, and now there's a warrant out for their arrest. So I assume this is the end of the career for Dunbar and DeAndre Baker. Too bad for Baker because he's only 22 years old, was a rookie here, and it appeared he had a bright future. Obviously, it wasn't looking well early on, but improved dramatically. So this is just a list of misfortune for the Giants over the years. It's another player that they'll lose that could have helped them. And Dunbar was just signed by Seattle this year, and not to like a big contract. I think it was, I don't know exactly the terms of the deal, but Dunbar, solid corner for the Redskins, had multiple interception seasons for the Redskins, was very solid for him. Very solid player, very good player, like I said, at the University of Florida. So it's too bad that we'll likely see the end of their careers, but what a couple idiots. I mean, this is just as dumb as it gets, really. I mean, DeAndre Baker, you got a $10 million contract as your first-round pick, and you go and do something like this over $70,000. But, yep, Baker is just an absolute idiot, and looks like he's going to be spending some time in prison, and that's the end of DeAndre Baker's career, who was from a rough part of Florida, and it looked like he was potentially made it out of that area and had somewhat of a bright future, but looks like that's gone. So that's too bad for DeAndre Baker and Quinton Dunbar. Stay tuned for more big-time football talk clips like this. We'll be uploading to YouTube at least 2 clips daily. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.